Hey class, we're going to take on the idea of choosing your topic here right now, and there's some good examples in your text as well when that chapter rolls around. We went through the speaker, ethos and ethics, so let's come around to topic. First of all, I'm going to give you some tips that you should ask yourself when picking a topic. Your topic needs to convey some important idea to your audience. Give them some takeaways, something they can really pick out the main points and maybe use in their life. Something useful, especially the how-to kind of thing will be valuable to them. So the first question you should ask yourself is the topic important to you, the speaker? Because if it's not, dullsville. You won't have any spark or energy in your speech. In writing sometimes, my professors would say, and my masters of writing, he'd say, so what? Like, who cares about that? And I'd be like, devastated. So you want to ask, what is the so what of this? So why am I saying this? How will it benefit my audience and the people listening to me, that they can find it useful for their life? It should fit the audience's interests and concerns that they might have. And you're picking your 3 people, so you should know, and I'll listen to you, whatever you do, because I'm doing it for your grades. So is it important to you? And then why is it important to your audience? What's their stake in this? All right, what is their stake in this? If you pick 3 friends who are on your team, for example, maybe you want to talk about something to do with the team. They all have that in common. If they're very different, another time I will show you how to use Maslow's hierarchy of needs to pick what basic needs people have to listen to for themselves. So what's in it for you? Why are you doing this? What's in it for your audience? And I want you to think about the concept of time in 2 ways. Do you have time to research? Maybe it's a huge topic, and you allowed yourself only 3 days to get ready for your speech. You don't have time to research that. It's going to be not good. It's going to be light. Okay, we want you to dive deeper. Maybe you can use it for persuasion. So do you have time to learn enough about the topic to speak responsibly? There's different theories. Write about what you know, speak about what you know. That's always helpful. But then there's things you want to find out about that too. For example, one of my students was going to travel in Ireland. She hadn't been there yet, but she's researched, and that was helping her about traveling abroad kind of thing. And finally, do you have enough to fill the time? Your 5 to 6 minutes, your 7 to 8 minutes. Do you have enough material to do that? So those are some things that you should ask yourself. There's another exercise you can do where you start wide. It's called narrowing. You kind of make this, somebody said, oh, the ice cream cone theory. Yes, kind of. But you start with your wide topic, like you're into sports. You want to talk about sports. Let's say you played, here's the narrowing. Oh, I want to talk more about volleyball because I played that and I've studied about the players and I really like watching volleyball. And then you thought, well, I'm going to write about the position. And then you might say, well, I actually thought about playing in college, but I didn't, but I was a pretty good setter. You can give your stats or whatever it was for your local high school. Then you can begin, if it's a how-to speech, talk about how do you pass the ball? How do you set the ball? What are the steps? Or you can talk about an informative speech, the role of the setter. Maybe how was volleyball? You can even do some of the history in there. So if you take your big topic and narrow it down, it will help you decide and zero in. So you're not just going wide and talking about the whole thing of volleyball, which is going to take you a long time, not just the 3 minutes you need for your speech, for example. So that's a little hint on one of the exercises you can do with a topic, and it's possible then you could put the setter at the top, and then you can just narrow down the setters, and you can talk about the really brilliant setters that there are out in the game today. So that's where we're going to wrap up on topic. We'll come back to this again when we get closer to your informed speeches, then we'll address some other ideas for you. Okay, thank you very much.